morning students. In the previous class we were studying regarding the weighted aggregative method where price and the quantity values were given. Now we'll begin with the same method of problems, that is the weighted aggregative method, but here price and expenditure is given, not the price and the quantity. So here I have given the question, calculate Dorbish, Pauli and Fisher's price index number. Item we have up to D. Then base year price and expenditure is given. Current year price and expenditure is given. So in the first class, that is while doing the index number, when we have begin with index number, I have said first itself, expenditure is nothing but the price into quantity. So expenditure is price into quantity. So what will be the base year expenditure then? So base year expenditure, base year price is denoted by P0, quantity is denoted by Q0. So base year expenditure will be denoted as P0, Q0. Then current year expenditure for price, it is P1, current year price is P1, quantity of current year is Q1. So current year expenditure is denoted by P1, Q1. So now in place of base year price, we are going to denote it as P0. Base year expenditure, here I have written it as P0, Q0. So base year expenditure will be P0, Q0. Then current year price is P1. Then current year expenditure is P1, Q1. I've written it this side. So P1, Q1. Now what is the first question? It is Dorbish-Bowley's price index number. And what is the formula? It is P01 dB equals 1 by 2 into sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So we need all these total to find out the Dorbish-Bowley's price index number. We have P0 Q0 and P1 Q1 total, will get it from the question itself, the total of the expenditure values, but we doesn't have P1 Q0 and P0 Q1 values. We doesn't have P1 Q0, P0 Q1. We have to find out this total to do the problem. For that, we have P1 and P0 values are given in the table, that is the question, but we doesn't have the quantity value. So the first step in this step is you have to calculate the quantity. So whenever the expenditure is given, expenditure and price, we have to find out the quantity, then multiply it. So in the previous method, price and quantities were given, we were finding out, that is multiplying it, the combination of both price and quantity. Here since expenditure is given, the first step is you have to divide the expenditure and the price to find out the quantity. So Q0 will be P0 Q0 divided by P0. That is, quantity is nothing but expenditure. From this formula we can get it. Quantity equals expenditure divided by price. So expenditure of base year, I have denoted it as P0 Q0 and price of base year is P0. So either you can write this formula or mention it like this. Q0 equals P0 Q0 divided by P0. Now find out the quantity of the base year. So it is 50 divided by 2, which is 25. 20 divided by 4, 5. 8 divided by 1, 8. 30 divided by 5, 6. We have Q0. Similarly, you have to find out Q1. So Q1 will be now P1 Q1, that is the expenditure of the current year divided by the price of the current year. So what is the price of the current year denoted by P1? So Q1 equals P1 Q1 divided by P1. So we have to divide the current year expenditure and the price value. So that is 60 divided by 5, you'll get 12, 48 divided by 8, 6, 20 divided by 2, 10, 70 divided by 10, 7. So when we have Q0 and Q1, then we can multiply P0 and Q1. Then multiply P1 and Q0. So first we are going to multiply with P0 Q1. What is the P0 value? 2 into Q1 we have found out 12. So 2 into 12 is 24. Then second value 4 into 6. Again it is 24. 1 into 10. It is 10. Then 5 into 7. 35. Then multiply P1 and Q0. P1 value is 5. 5 into 25. Q0 first value. 5 into 25 is 125. Then next one 8 into 5. 40. 2 into 8 16. 10 into 6 60. Now do the total. We need the total of the expenditure that is given in the question. So the values are 50, 20, 30 and 8. So we'll get 108. Then the total of the current year expenditure 60, 48, 20 and 70. It is 198. Then P0 Q1 total 24, 24, 10 and 35. Will get 93. Then P1 Q0 125, 40, 16, 60. It is 241. Then we'll substitute this in the formula and find out the value of the Darvish-Bowley's price index number. So it is 1 by 2 into sigma P1 Q0 is 241. Divided by sigma P0 Q0, it is 108 plus sigma P1 Q1, it is 198 divided by P0 Q1, it is 93 into 100 as it is. Then 1 by 2 into, first we have to divide 241 and 108, and after decimal we have to take 4 numbers for this. We'll get 2.2314 plus as it is. Then 198 and 93 we have to divide. We'll get 2.1290. So since this last fourth number is 0, I am going to take one more number which is 3 into 100. Now add this 2.2314 and 2.12903. The beginning 1 by 2 we have to write as it is. So 1 by 2 into 4.36043. So when we add, we'll get 4.36043. Then into 100 we have to write as it is. Divide by 2 and multiply with 100. It is 218.02. 218.02 is the value for the Darvish-Bowley's index number. We have one more question in that is Fisher's price index number. So what is the formula of Fisher's price index number? It is square root of P01F equals square root of sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100 is outside the square root symbol. So it is not inside the square root, it is outside, because in Lasphere and in the Paches we have into 100. So when we multiply and take out the square root, we'll get only ones as 100. Then substitute in this, we'll get square root of 241 divided by 108 into 198 divided by 93 into 100. So I am going to multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. So when we multiply the numerator, we'll get 47,718, and multiply the denominator 108 into 93, it is 10,044. So divide the values, that is 47,718 and 10,044, will get square root of 4.7508 into 100. First take out the square root, then at the ending multiply with 100, we'll get 217.96. So here the number are different. 218.02 we have got, and here we have got 217.96. In the previous class I had said you'll get the same number for Marshall, Edworth, Dorbish, Bowley and Fisher. But if you see this and approximate this number to 3-digit number, even this number will be 218, and if you approximate this to 3-digit number, it will be 218. When you approximate, then you will get the same answer, but point variation is there, that it doesn't matter it. When we approximate, we are getting the same answer, so it is correct. Okay, now we are beginning with the second problem, that is calculate Marshall, Edworth, Dorbish, Bowley and Fisher's price index number. So here items are given up to C, then 2009 price and value. So price and value, it is similar to that of expenditure. So value is price into quantity. So base year value is denoted by P0, Q0. Current year value is denoted by P1, Q1. So 2009 price is P0. 2009 value is P0, Q0. Similarly, 2010 price is P1. 2010 value is P1, Q1. As we have done in the previous problem, first we found out quantity, then we multiplied it. Similarly, you have to do it here also. For first Q0, P0, Q0 divided by P0, that is the value, and the price of 2009 we have to divide. So 70 divided by 10, it is 7. 45 divided by 5, 9. 30 divided by 6, 5. Then Q1, it is P1, Q1 divided by P1. So 121 divided by 11 will get 11. 50 divided by 10, 5. 45 divided by 5, 9. Then multiply P0 and Q1. So P0 value is 10, Q1 is 11. So 10 into 11, 110. 5 into 5, 25. 6 into 9, 54. After this, we have to multiply P1, Q0. So P1 is 11, Q0 is 7. So 11 into 7, 77. 10 into 9, 90. 5 into 5, 25. So we need the total of the value P0, Q0, then P1, Q1 total. So 70, 30, 45, which is 145. Then 121, 50 and 45, 216. And the total of P0, Q1 and P1, Q0, 189 and 192. Then first, to begin with, we'll start with P01ME, that is Marshall-Edworth Price Index number. It is sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now substitute in this. P1 Q0 is 192, P1 Q1 is 216 divided by P0 Q0 145, P0 Q1 189. Add the numerator, add the denominator. So 192 plus 216 is 408 divided by 145 plus 189. It is 334 into 100. We have to write as it is. So 408 divided by 334, then multiply with 100, we'll get 122.15. So this is regarding the Marshall-Edworth. Next is Darvish-Bowley's price index number. So P01DB equals 1 by 2 into sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now substitute in this. It is 1 by 2 into 192 is the total of P1 Q0. P0 Q0 is 145 plus P1 Q1 is 216 and P0 Q1 is 189 into 100 as it is. Then 1 by 2 into, so you have to divide 192 and 145, and when we divide after decimal we have to take 4 numbers in this. So it is 1.3241 plus 1 that is 216 divided by 189, 1.1428 into 100. So 1 by 2 into, add this 1.3241 and 1.1428, will get 2.4669 into 100. So divide by 2 and multiply with 100, will get 123.34. It is 123.34. Then the last one, Fisher's price index number. So P01F is square root of sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Again we are going to substitute 192 divided by 145 into 216 divided by 189 into 100. So multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. 41,472 divided by 27,405. So take out the square root and then multiply with 100. So first divide, take out the square root, multiply with 100. We'll get 123.01. So here Marshall-Edworth index number is 122.15. Darvish-Bowley is 123.34 and Fisher's index number is 123.01. Now we'll begin with the next problem. So in the previous one, price and value or expenditure was given. So here I have given the quantity value. Quantity and value is given. So it is similar to the previous one, but there we were finding out Q0 and Q1. Here we have to find out P0 and P1. So first, what is the formula of value? Value is denoted as price into quantity. So quantity of 1995 and 1996 they have given. So 1995 is the base year. So base year quantity is denoted by Q0. 1996 is the current year. So current year quantity is denoted by Q1. 1995 is the base year. So base year value is P0 Q0 because value is price into quantity. Similarly, 1996 value is P1 Q1. So here we need to find out P0 and P1 so that we can find out the total of P0 Q1 and P1 Q0. So P0 will be P0 Q0 divided by Q0. So you have to divide value and the quantity of the base year, that is 1995. So 500 divided by 100, 5. 320 divided by 80, 4. 120 divided by 60, 2. 360 divided by 30, 12. Similarly, P1, it is P1 Q1 divided by Q1. The value of 1996 and quantity of 1996 we have to divide. So 900 divided by 150, it is 6. 500 divided by 100, 5. 360 divided by 72, 5. 297 divided by 33, 9. Then multiply P0 and Q1, 150 into 5, that is 750, 100 into 4, 400, 72 into 4, 144, 33 into 12, 396. After this, we have to multiply P1 and Q0. So Q0 is 100 into 6, 600, 80 into 5, 400, 60 into 5, 300, 30 into 9, 270. So first do the total of value of 1995 and 1996. So 1995 values are 500, 320, 120 and 360. So the total is 1300. And 1996 value is 900, 500, 360, 297. We'll get 2057. P0 Q1 values are 750, 400, 144, 396, 1690. Then P1 Q0 600, 400, 300, 270, 1570. So the first question in this is last year's price index number. So what is the formula of last year's price index number? Sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. So what is P1 Q0 value? 1570 divided by P0 Q0 is 1300 into 100, 120.76. Then second question is Purchase price index number. So P01P is sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So P1 Q1 is 2057 and P0 Q1 is 1690 into 100, 121.71. The next one, Marshall Edgeworth price index number, and the formula is sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now add the numerator and the denominator. Before that we have to substitute. It is 1570 plus 2057 divided by 1300 plus 1690. So when we add, we'll get 3627 divided by 2990 into 100. It is 121.30. So since we got 0 at the last point, I'll take one more number, so 121.304. So the values are 120.76, 121.71, 121.304. So I hope you have understood how to do the problem when the quantity or the price and value or expenditure is given. So this is again the 10 marks problem. So even the previous method, that is the price and the quantity, when it is asked, you have to do it similarly. Only the stable part will change in both the methods. The calculation remains the same. So any one of the method will be given, either the price and the quantity or the price and the expenditure will be given. And it is compulsory 10 mark question. So one method you're sure to get this. So in the next class, we'll begin with the same method of problems where it will be for 5 marks. That is, only one method will be asked in this. Thank you.